Many people work for the rest of their lives and retire broke. The rich use a different playbook. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 books that have revolutionized the way people think about money in terms of wealth creation, accumulation of assets. My name is Zawela Sebolao, and I appreciate you for watching this video. If you don't want to miss future episodes where we talk about similar subjects, please subscribe to this channel. The first book that I'm going to talk about has single-handedly impacted most entrepreneurs across the world. For me personally, this book has changed my life. The book is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. Now, in this book, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki makes it clear that there's a difference between how rich people think about money and how poor people think about money. He goes on deeply to explain that rich people prioritize investing their money before spending it, as opposed to how poor people do it, who spend their money before investing their money. In this amazing book, Mr. Robert Kiyosaki explained that rich people make it their main thing in their lives to accumulate assets, as opposed to what poor people do, who accumulate liability. What are assets and what are liabilities in the more general term? Assets are things that put money into your pocket. These are things that grow in value over time. These are things that produce a cash flow. Things like real estate, also rental properties, and businesses. What are liabilities? Liabilities are things that take money out of your pockets. These are things that do not grow in value over time. These are things that do not produce a cash flow. Things like clothes, cars that are not being produced that are not being used to produce an income. After having had an interaction with this book, my spirit has been elevated to better navigate the world of money. Read this book now, you'll thank me later. The second book I'm going to talk about is an outlier. Instead of talking or teaching people about investing strategies, it explains that human behavior and emotions lead to financial success. The book is called The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. The main core of the message in the book is that management of money is all about human behavior as opposed to knowledge. A person with a high income but bad financial habits is going to stay broke, as opposed to someone with an average income but with good financial habits. The book goes on to explain that saving is amazing, but saving with a purpose is remarkable. Creating wealth is not only about earning more money, it's about protecting the money that you make and also spending less of that money. Now, the book further goes on to say that we should not try to impress people. Gold chains, expensive watches, expensive cars. Wealth is what you don't see. Don't try to chase an expensive lifestyle to impress other people. Build your life and your wealth quietly. Now remember, wealth creation is not about being smart. It's about mastering your emotions and building habits that coincide with wealth creation. The third book caught me off guard. Do you think that all millionaires drive Lamborghinis? Think again. Most millionaires live below their means and invest wisely. The third book is called The Millionaire Next Door. The book goes on to explain that most wealthy people live below their means. They don't waste money on luxury cars, expensive watches, and designer clothes. They would rather buy used cars and live in modest homes. Now, the idea is that live below your means, save more money, and invest your money. People who earn around 100,000 but get to spend more than 95,000 are not on a track to creating wealth. However, someone who earns around 60,000 euros and invests around 15,000 euros is on their way to building wealth. And the idea is that keep most of your money and invest the rest. Now, the other idea about this book that I find very important is that many wealthy people try to stay away from bad debt. Bad debt is any debt that you take for for you to acquire liabilities, to acquire things that do not grow in value, things that do not produce any income. These are luxury cars, these are clothes, designer watches. Wealthy people focus on financial freedom without bad debt. One of the most important ideas that I found in this book is that wealthy people teach their kids financial intelligence, right? They teach their kids how to work, how to save money, how to invest money at an early age. They encourage their kids to actually start side hustles when they are young, support them, and help them with the knowledge that they need to prosper in business. Now, if you want generational wealth, build good habits, pass those habits to your kids, and build generational wealth. Now remember, it's not about how much money you earn. It's about how much money you get to keep and how much money you can invest. The fourth book is called Your Money or Your Life. It's a blueprint for financial freedom, and it challenges the traditional mindset that one has to work until retirement, and teaches you that you can gain control of your money and escape the rat race. The most important question from this book is that, are you working to live or are you living to work? One of the most important lessons I got from this book is that we have to track our expenses. We have to track every dollar, every euro that's coming out of us. Don't just spend money on things you don't need. The other important lessons that I got from this book is that we have to calculate our hourly wage. Let's say, for example, you earn 20 euros an hour. You find expensive sneakers costing 200 euros. What's smarter, to spend 10 hours of your energy into those sneakers, or invest that 200 euros into an asset that can grow your money? The choice is yours. And the other thing that I learned from this book is that we have to create a financial independence fund. We have to put it into our consciousness to work towards financial freedom. It's not only the wealthy who get to a status of financial freedom. Anyone can do it if they're willing to change their habits. You don't have to work for money forever. You can use money wisely, and that money can take care of you. Many people treat the stock market like a casino. That's why many people lose a lot of money. The fifth book that I'm going to talk about has helped millionaires by teaching them how to invest into the stock market. This book is called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. This book is not about get-rich-quick scheme, but rather it's about building wealth slowly but surely using proven investing strategies. The first lesson that I got from this book is that there is a difference between investing and speculating. Investing is about buying real companies that have real products that provide real value into the economy and holding them long term. Speculating is about buying stocks which are trending with the hope, with the prayer that the value of those stocks go up. The other major lesson that I got from this book is that you have to have a margin of safety. As an investor, you want to learn how to identify stocks which are overpriced. You want to be a good or a smart investor where you buy stocks which are actually underpriced, right? Bad investors buy overpriced stocks. So you want to be a smart investor where you can identify undervalued stocks and then buy and hold that stock. The other major lesson that I got from this book is that you shouldn't let your emotions control you. When the stock market crashes, what do most people do? They panic, they sell everything. But what do the rich people do? They look at it as an opportunity to buy even more, right? Don't let your emotions control you. Don't let your emotions control you. When the stock of a great company stock goes down, look at it as a discount and buy even more and hold that company. Mr. Graham introduces into the book the idea of Mr. Market, who represents the stock market prices. Now, he goes on to say that Mr. Market is like that one friend that always changes their mind. Today they're optimistic, tomorrow they're panicking. Don't let the mood swings of Mr. Market dictate how you make decisions. The other great idea that I got from this book is that there's power in passive investing. If you don't have time to do research and invest in individual stocks, there are index funds which act like a bucket which contain the best 500 companies, the best 100 companies, the best 1,000 companies which someone can invest in and let their money grow over time. Now, what I want to say is that don't treat the stock market like a casino. Buy real companies, hold them long term, and make money on the long term. Most of us are not coming from wealthy families where we've been taught how to make more money, multiply money, or even manage money. Use our platform and other platforms to help you make informed decisions about money. I really appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. If you don't want to miss any future updates or future stories or future content like this, please subscribe. Help us get a wider audience. Comment and make it more engaging. Let us know what you think, what you feel, and also some of the topics that you wish that we could actually talk about. Thank you very much. I appreciate you and see you next time.